this one, y'all. KG, come on around to this microphone and sing this song. Take your time, baby. Everywhere I go, I want the world to know Jesus. He's coming back. You know that time is, and you better. I want to know for his return. Everywhere, I want the world to know that Jesus, he's coming back again. I want you to know that time is, and you better.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Quartet Sensations. I'm your host, I'm your girl, Lady Des, and this is the show where we celebrate rich history, powerful legacy, and exciting future for gospel quartet music. And here on Quartet Sensation, we spotlight artists and the stories and the ministry behind the music that has encouraged generations and continuously to bless hearts all over the world. If you love harmony, if you love heart and the Holy Ghost power, you are in the right place. And I am excited, y'all, on tonight because we are honored to welcome one of the groups whose voices and ministry have a lasting impact on gospel music for over 4 decades, y'all. Four decades. So please help me welcome Donnie Frierson of Donnie and Darryl's Joy Boyz. We got a Joy Boyz here, y'all.
Woo, 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 woo.
How y'all doing?
Yes, we're doing all right.
Doing really well.
It is so good to have y'all with Lady Des on tonight. And listen, y'all, it's gonna be just a whole vibe with us, and we just gonna be chatting it up. I told them before we went live, if we go longer, don't blame me, blame them, because they're the ones that kept talking.
That's right.
So we're gonna have a great time tonight. Now listen, I know everybody. I'm in Miami, by the way. I'm in Miami, Florida, right? And everybody pretty much across the nation, North, Midwest, all the way
send
down
us some of your heat.
Yeah, listen,
right.
all the way down to Texas.
Email us some heat.
better yet, come pick us up.
Yeah, before we go into this music, I have to ask, how is the weather conditions in your area right now? With all of the snowstorms moving through, I thought we wasn't going to be able to do this interview tonight.
The weather is treacherous. The mayor declared the state a state of emergency. So yes, because we still have people without power. We still have people that are being rescued from homes without power. So I just got back in mind today, and I'm thankful for that. But it's kind of rough. But I think we're on the tail end of it. So we're coming out of it. We got a few more nights to go of frigid temperatures. I think last night it got down to 3, and the wind chill was like minus 12, I think.
What you mean?
In other words, cold. You don't know nothing about that in Florida. Y'all don't get that in Miami. Y'all don't know nothing about this.
I told her, I said she it's spring break where she is considered where we are.
Listen, we always in spring break though. We always in spring break mode here in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
It's cooler. I will say it is cooler tonight. So it's about, let's say, 50.
Oh, then that's cold for Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cold for Miami.
It's supposed to get colder. So I don't know how Miami that. But you talking about rescuing people for what? Is what they no?
They don't have power. People are stuck in their home. They don't have power.
Without heat.
Oh.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So we've been doing this power outage probably since Sunday morning, and today is Tuesday. So I lost power Sunday morning, and mine has been out since as of yesterday. So it's still people, thousands and thousands of people who do not have power in Nashville and surrounding area.
Okay.
Yeah, and some of those back roads and some of those roads are still iced over. So most of T-Dot, they're just going on the main interstates, main roads, but most people live off of back roads and side streets where they're not salting or really getting much attention. So you still have those that can't get out of their house to get just essentials that they may need or just ran out of these last couple of days. So yeah, it's
so is it real country? When you say in the back roads, is that real like woodsy and country?
Yeah, it can be.
Well, it can be. It's not so much woodsy and country as it is. Nashville is like the center of Tennessee. That's the city, and the outer suburbs. It's you still have to go out. It's not country like Daniel Boone, but it's those outer roads.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm so glad that you all are here and you're safe and you're back in your homes and you got electricity. So thank God for that. Amen. So let's just jump into the Joy Boyz and all about the Joy Boyz. We're talking all about you, your ministry, who you all are personally. You know what? Let's just go around, introduce yourself, and also mention what role you play in the group. So who want to start?
I'll start. I'll start. Donnie, of the lead singer and the originator, and it was kind of my calling to get this group started back in 1982.
Wow. Okay. All right. Kenyon.
I'm Kenyon Garrett from Pulaski, Tennessee, about an hour south of Nashville. I play main keys and I sing top and a little bit, try to help arrange a little bit.
Okay.
And glad to be a part. I've been on this road with the guys for about 5 years now. So I'm just grateful to be a part of this organization and this ministry.
Beautiful. Yeah. It's on you. Let's go to Ella Buckman.
Well, hey everybody, I'm Antoine, affectionately known as AB or Twan Tweezy or Twizzle. I've got several different names, but I've been with this ministry for probably about 13 years now. I'm originally from a city called Manchester, Tennessee. I'm about an hour and 20 minutes outside of Nashville. My main part is I play aux, organ, strings, horns, those type of things. Background, every now and again, Donnie might throw me the microphone and let me squall a little bit.
Okay.
And squalling he does.
Yeah. Now I'll holler real quick. All
right.
Make a sound.
Listen, y'all free to do something tonight if you want. I'm just saying.
Uh-oh.
I'm just saying.
Christopher.
Yes, sir. I am Chris Carr. I've been with the group over 20 years now.
Okay.
I am the bass player, booking agent, music director, bus driver, handle all group business, just whatever else that we have to do to not let Donnie do anything, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed this journey, and it's been a long one, but we got a lot of more years ahead of us, so we just thankful.
You know what? That's good. I love it. Chris, you like the deacon of the group, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
You gotta make sure the heat on and all that
exactly.
stuff.
Yeah.
Handle all the operations and behind stuff.
Yeah.
So that's good, y'all. That's good. And the longevity and the dedication that I hear is excellent. Is excellent. And the love that you all have for each other bringing you all together on this platform tonight. And this is just what we want to display to the world, the unison of Gospel Quartet. And I'm so glad that you're not just calling it a group, you're calling it a ministry, which it is. Right. So let's talk a little bit about the Joy Boyz. You all have been ministering since the 1980s, as Donnie said. So Donnie, take us back to the beginning. How did this journey in gospel quartet music first start with you and Darryl?
It actually started long before 1982. We used to live next door to a church, St. Mark Baptist Church, and they would have, this was back in the 70s when quartets were traveling during the weekdays, and we lived right next door to the church, and our mom would take us to the different quartet programs that would come next door to the church. I remember the Swan Silvertones, the Sensational Nightingales, and the Brooklyn All-Stars. And she would take us and she would sit us on the front row because we couldn't see. So she made sure that we could see, because we were always trying to look up over people and we couldn't see. So she made sure we got on the front row, and we we took to it to heart. We bought the records, we'd bring the records home, and we would play them, and we would play them, and we would play them, and it just kind of stuck to us. And in 81 was when the actual calling came, and I told my brother, I said, it's time to do this. We grew up listening to, the gospel Keynotes and the Mighty Clouds, and we just said, I think we can do this. This is a calling. And so we reached out to different members, different friends in the neighborhood, and kind of got started. And we actually did our first debut concert at that church. So that's kind of how it all started.
Beautiful. You said that you all went on the road, or you used to watch different ones come through, such as Willie Neal Johnson in the gospel Keynotes, Mighty Clouds of Joy. You were mentored by the legendary Willie Neal Johnson of the gospel Keynotes. What kind of impact did he have on your sound and your ministry today?
A tremendous sound, brother. I've got every gospel Keynote album that's ever been produced, and we just would sit and we would listen to those. And one night we were in, I think it was Anniston, Alabama. We were in Chattanooga. This is how things happen and things work. We were in Chattanooga one Sunday night, and it may have been 10 people in that church. And we were like, oh man, we came all the way down here for 10 people. And lo and behold, it was one guy who was a promoter sitting in the back of the church amongst those 10. And he liked what he saw. And he said, I'm bringing Willie Neal Johnson and the Keynotes. He said, you guys kind of remind me of him. I want to introduce you guys to him, and I'm going to put you on this concert with them. So we said, yeah, we do that. And that's how we kind of formed a relationship with him. And then later on, years down the line, Brother David Talley, who was playing the drums for the Keynotes at the time, he kind of pulled us off, and he said, I'm going to open up some doors for you guys to start traveling with us. So we met Willie and the Keynotes. It was David Talley who kind of saw something in us and pushed us, and we started traveling and started touring with them and developed a real good relationship with them.
Hey, Lady Des, I think your mic was on mute.
Oh yeah, it is. Sorry about that, everybody.
That's all right.
This is what I tell people all the time. I found for myself that in those small settings, because you said it was only 10 people, in those small settings, in those small rooms, is where I have met the most prominent people. And sometimes you wonder why God got me here. And he got you there for a reason, because in those small settings, those are the people or a person that is in the midst that is able to connect you and propel you to that next level.
Sure.
And
Yes. And that's what happened, because we were discouraged. We were kind of feeling down, and lo and behold, that one promoter that was sitting back in that room was the link to propel us to another level and to put us in contact with them.
absolutely. That's why I say you just never count the numbers, because you have no idea
No,
the
no.
quality of people that is amongst those small numbers. So,
Mhm.
guys, over the years, the Joy Boys have become known for your powerful vocals and your heartfelt delivery. Now, I had an opportunity a few years ago, and this is before before Darryl passed away, to hear the Joy Boys, and let me tell you, that church was on fire. And that was in Fort Lauderdale.
Glory.
I
Yes,
remember
yeah, in
I
it
Fort
was
remember.
a good night. I remember like it
Lauderdale.
was yesterday.
Absolutely. I
Mm.
was amazed. Yes. Now I will tell y'all this. My mother I was telling Chris today, is a huge fan of the Joe Boys. She love y'all. She love y'all. So I know she's watching. Hey mom.
Hey, mama.
I know she's
Hey,
watching.
ma.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. So y'all come across with such a heartfelt delivery. How have you been able to keep that same position and authenticity throughout the decades?
Kenyon.
Well, I haven't been around for decades, just a few years, but I will say that the Joy Boys, number one, we love the Lord.
Come on.
And secondly, we absolutely love what we do, and not only what we do, but who we do it with. And that's a big difference when you're doing stuff that you love to do with people who you love as brothers. And to me, that's what makes a difference. And I'm just glad that I'm able to minister with these guys. I'm glad that they're in my life, and I hope that they think the same way about me. But I'm just grateful.
Awesome.
Antoine.
I just had to piggyback off of KG. Um, it's all God, then it's everything else. One thing that KG mentioned is that we do all love God, but we all have church homes. We are all under somebody's tutelage. We're all under somebody's direction of wisdom and guidance. But also in this area of quartet, I grew up watching the Joy Boys when I was a kid. So to learn the art, it takes a study, it takes
Right.
skill, it takes time, it takes devotion, dedication. It takes a mental capacity to be able to do it. All of us come from different backgrounds, different styles of music, but to keep the legacy of that sound, man, we had to put some hard work in. But another thing too is it's easy to do when you have the skill, but it's better to do when you have the trust. So Donnie and Darryl, they trusted us. They trusted the God in us, the gift in us. Chris, he brought us on board. So it's just a cohesive thing. But it was a wonderful thing to know that you're being trusted with something so precious. So yeah.
Yes, that's a beautiful thing. It's good to have the skill, but it's better to have that trust. Um, and let me ask y'all, let's talk a little bit before we go into the actual single itself, the role. I know, Kenyon, you said you only been there 5 years. Um, what was Tweezy? Queasy?
Mm-hmm.
What
Mm-hmm.
they call you?
Yeah, that's what they call me. They call me Tweezy. They call me Tweezy.
I had it
Hey,
right.
with yeah, about 12 years, I think, by now.
Okay, so what have y'all road experience been like? Traveling um, weekend after weekend, week out. Like, what is that like for you all?
I'll say it like this. I think our first date is February 15th, guys, on the calendar. My bags was packed like last month.
Amen.
So so the road experience, it does. I will be honest and transparent to say it does get sometimes tiring, sometimes weary. But what kind of keeps, I can only speak for me, what keeps me going is to know that, hey, we were blessed by this. Man, we were so elated that y'all sung this song because I was in this particular place in my life. So to know that what we're doing is not in vain, it doesn't bother me. I'm like, hey, can we get on the bus right now? Can we get on the van right now and on a Tuesday and just head out? You know, because we love it. It's fun. It's enjoyable. Serving God is fun. it's enjoyable. It's not just mundane, but it's enjoyable.
I also want to add one thing, and I'm just thinking back on Darryl being here. You know, you're booked for a concert. Depending on the day, you know, you leave at a certain time, and there were some times where we'd be gone on Sunday mornings, which meant that we can't go to our church, because we have to be at a certain place at a certain time. But I vividly remember being in the van, and Darryl would just say, "Hey guys, let me just teach a little word," and he pulled out his Bible, and it was like we would have service in the van on the way to where we're going. And I always loved that, and I always respected it.
Beautiful. I love that. That's you know, that keeps the foundation of it all and keep everything in perspective of the why we're doing this, the why behind it all. Now, Donnie and Chris, y'all been at this for some years. Y'all the vets at this. How's that road? Do y'all get tired of it, or you know, this is just a part of you, and you know that this is what we have to do?
I think for me, it's like Harvey wrote in the song. It's got to be in your heart.
Yes.
Because you definitely ain't gonna be a millionaire just singing quartet. So you got to have it in your heart, and you have to be able to enjoy the guys that you're around, and that makes it easier as well, because so many groups, you'd be surprised, you never know, you see them on stage and they look happy and they look like they just all have great camaraderie, but after the show they fighting, they cussing each other out, they don't really like each other. But one thing about this unit, I was telling Donnie today when we was talking, I said this unit that we have now, I think it's probably one of the tightest units that I've seen since we've been together. And I think God just brought us together for that reason, to spread his word and to be able to just travel together. And it's been great, man. I ain't gonna say I ain't tired yet, but I think I still got a few more years in me to go.
That's good. That's good. Don, you want to add anything else to that?
You know, there's times when we get weary. There's times when you know, trying to juggle your own personal life, your family life, you know, your work, and it gets kind of trying sometimes. So sometimes you have to break it down a day at a time, a concert at a time, and you have to separate the two sometimes in order to have a balance, because 100% of one thing can be too much. So you have to spread your time out with your family, and with, you know, you have to separate that's how you get a balance. So it's been years of a balancing act.
Awesome. And you know, talking to so many other groups, you know, that was one of their main things, was balancing their personal life, you know, along with the ministry. So I'm glad that you said that. So glad that you said that. So listen, y'all, let's talk about this powerful new single that y'all got coming out. It's already out. Will You Be Ready? Donnie, what inspired the recording of Will You Be Ready? And why was
Brother Kenyon brought the song one night in rehearsal, and I don't know about the rest of the guys, but when I heard it, I said, "That's it. That's
Wow.
it." We really usually work on songs longer to make sure that we get them perfected before we bring it out. But it was just something about that song to where we did maybe a couple of rehearsals and we said, we got to do this. This is it right here. I remember one night we were trying to decide what we were going to do at the Ecclesia. And I said, whatever we do, we got to do this song. We just got to. And it was like, it was kind of set in our lap. And that's the thing about this group. You know, there's so much talent in this group, whether it be songwriting, arrangements, uh, uh, everything, orchestration, everything. You have a gamut. You have a plethora of guys that have come together with their talents and with one objective, and that's to do God's will first and to perfect.
That's beautiful. Kenyon, come on, jump in here. What inspired this writing of this song?
Well, I actually wrote the song back in 2017.
Wow.
And I mean, the message came to me because around that time there was a lot of school shootings going on and crazy stuff just going on in the world. The weather was acting crazy, tornadoes here and there. And I was riding down the road or driving down the road, and I just heard the hook, and the Lord gave me the verses, and I put it together. And I mean, I've had it for a long time, and brought it to the Joy Boyz, and they said that they loved it, and we've been rocking and rolling with it ever since.
Awesome. Now, the second part to this question that I was going to ask was, why do you feel that this is the right song for this season now?
To me, the message is still the same it was back when I wrote it. Will you be ready? I mean, we just talked about the weather not too long ago. Everything in the world is I mean, so much going on. And there's also, and I mean, being honest, there's a whole lot of people that's leaving here out of nowhere. So again, the Joy Boyz ask, will you be ready?
Right. And you know, the song carries, and you touched on it just a little bit. The song carries such a strong spiritual message about preparation and faith, and it makes you wonder and ponder on your salvation. What do you hope listeners feel or reflect when they hear it?
My prayer, I wrote this song, is for people to think about their own lives. You know, we all, as humans and Christians, we all have things going on in our lives, and a lot of things, you know, that we want to fix within ourselves, because we like the song says, you know, he's coming like a thief or a robber by night.
Right.
And
I think my favorite line is he's coming back, and that's a fact.
right. Mm-hmm.
There's no speculation.
Right.
It's a fact. You can take it to the bank. He's coming back. So your house, get your house in order, because time is winding up. Time is like a vapor. Or if you've ever gotten a cup of coffee and you see the vapor, you see it 1 minute and the next minute is gone. So you don't have the time that you think you have. Mm-hmm. So get your house in order.
I think it's more of a wake up call, because we've been hearing it. I'm 37. I've been hearing it for 37. Jesus is coming back. Jesus is coming back. Jesus is coming back. But without signs, without certain things around us, we don't really believe that he's coming back. So my prayer is that not only are we paying attention to the signs that's going on around us, but we're listening and we're heeding not only to the written word, but also to this song, where most people won't even read their word. They won't get any other kind of gospel except for gospel music. So I pray that when people hear this song, that they hear that it's a wake-up call, but it's also an opportunity for you to, while you have time, like Donnie says, while we have the little bit of time that we do have, stop playing with God. Stop playing with God. Have a real relationship with Him, and whatever affairs that you need to get amongst your brother and your sister, get it right.
Absolutely.
Get it right.
I think this song also, for me, we sing songs a lot of times, and we hope that it's ministering to people that we're singing to. But this song, it ministers to me first, and I think it ministers to as a whole first before we even present it to the people, because we have to be that vessel to be the example. We can sing about will you be ready, we can sing about time is winding up, but if we don't have our own lives in line, it's just noise coming off to the other people. So yeah, I mean it hits us first.
Absolutely. And the verse say every knee is going to bow, every tongue is going to confess. So we must be ready. We have to be ready when Jesus comes. And I just love everything that you all stated, because you can just, when the song even comes on, you can hear the message right away that Jesus is coming. Will you be ready? So this song is dedicated, and we spoke a little bit about Darryl, and I think Kenyon brought it up. Sometimes he couldn't go to church on Sunday, and he would just take out the Bible, and that's preparation. He wanted you all to be ready. So the song is dedicated to the memory and the legacy of Pastor Darryl Frierson. How important was it to connect his legacy to his release?
I think for me, after the passing, it was a hard hit, but I think with this song, I think we could kind of hear him as like, y'all got to push. Y'all have to continue to go forward with what I know I've entrusted you guys with. I don't believe that Darryl, I don't believe Donnie just pulled anybody together. I really believe that they saw some things. I really believe Darryl saw some things within us as well. And I just really think that honoring his legacy with this song is just, he kind of beat us to it. He kind of beat us to heaven. He kind of beat us to glory. So as a leader, a leader does well leading. So he led by example by making sure that he was ready. So that gave us a little bit more encouragement for us to get ready if we're not already ready.
Wow. Anybody else want to piggyback off of that? All right. So Chris, from both a music and a management perspective, how has the response been so far from radio, churches, fans? What has been this feedback on Will You Be Ready?
It's been mind blowing. We appreciate our radio team, which is Jeff Wilford Presents, and they have done a wonderful job of spreading this song out to the masses, and the response of the song has been tremendous. Right now, this week it came in at number 7 on the Internet Media Base chart. And we've been holding numbers 6 and 7 the last 2 weeks on the Internet Media Base chart. So the song is really been a blessing, and we're looking to continue to take it higher. And there's a lot of more people out there that need to hear Will You Be Ready. And we thank you and all the radio angels for playing the song.
We thank you, because your radio angels, and in this era of social media angels, social media, radio, video, Facebook, YouTube angels, we wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for you. So we want to personally give you a thanks. We thank you. We're grateful, and we're most humble that you would take your time out just have us on your show. We don't take this for granted.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It is definitely an honor to honor you all because I know it takes time and effort to pour into not only the local people that are around you, but you're called to the nations. You're called to the nations, and when God is downloading, you're the ones that are being obedient and saying yes, and just putting all your ducks in a row. Chris was working with me, getting the music to me, and actually, we already had it in the studio in rotation. In
Have
rotation,
mercy, G.
yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And you know, let me say this. When you're releasing a project, you know, your management team, your music group, whoever you all are collaborating with to make sure that everything gets out. I love it when it's done professionally. I love it when everything is in order. When I go to my program director and say, "Hey, listen, I got this email, such and such and such." "Oh yeah, I got it from the music group. We already have it in rotation." That's a good sign. That's a good sign that everybody is doing their job to make sure that this sound gets out, this music gets out, and the people are being blessed. So I commend you all and your whole organization on that as well, because the presentation is professional, and I love it. I love it. So kudos to all of you.
I just want to ask that everybody that's listening under the sound of this broadcast, you guys keep us lifted up. Keep us lifted up. Our journey is continuing. Our journey must continue. We must work while it's day, because when night comes, no man can work. It's been a life-changing, life-altering experience to lose someone that's been with you since the group started, and even more so than that, to lose somebody that's been with you ever since you've been in the world. So, but I know with God all things are possible. So we ask that you guys keep us lifted up and keep us in your prayers, that we will keep pushing and that our journey continues.
Amen. And listen, y'all was even womb based from the womb, you know. So I pray God's strength. I can only imagine what that feels like. So I pray God's strength to the entire group, and especially to you, Donnie, to keep moving forward, because I believe that you all are keeping legacy alive, and you know, salvation and preparation to be with him means a lot. And already
yes, and I must also say, these guys here are the glue. These individuals here that are on this line, these are the glue. And you know, like you said, some groups, they just sing together and that's it. You know, they can't stand each other, but we're like a family. We are like brothers, and I wouldn't have it any other way. If there's any ratchet spirit or any selfishness that I even think that's going to come into this group, it won't work. It won't work. So these guys, and I know they get tired of me saying this, but if they only knew half of what I appreciate with them, then I'm going to keep saying it. Joy Boyz for life. Joy Boyz forever, and Joy Boyz for life.
Yes, sir.
I love it. And you're right, Donnie. You have something so great that a lot of groups wish they had. The unity, the brotherhood. the trust, all of that matters in ministry. So I just commend you all because we've been talking to Keon and Tweety. They're younger, but I can tell that they're mature. They love God, and it speaks. It really speaks. And I got another question about the album. Will You Be Ready has that it has that classic Joy Boyz sound, but it still feels fresh. It still has that freshness to it. What went into the production and the vocal arrangements to create that balance?
Hey, I tell you what, as soon as you hear it, you can't help but it's on. It's on.
It got the sound, but it still has a freshness to it. I love
it. Yes.
Good balance.
I think we have to give credit to the process. Kenyon for the creation for something for us to work with, but the production team between Kenyon, Donnie, Chris, and our production team, man, I can't see why it couldn't be something fresh, but something memorable. It's like we always say, it's the sound. There's a sound from Donnie and Darryl's Joy Boyz that you're not gonna get anywhere else. But just to let you know that we can stay relevant in whatever market that is coming or that is now being done. We can stay relevant to the market and not just still be the same sounded Joy Boyz. We can still come with that same fire, but with a new sound.
I love it. Now, where do you think that this release is? How does it represent you all in today's ministry compared to where you were? So I guess this will be more for Chris and Donnie.
Chris.
For some reason, I can't. I'm getting a bad feedback. I couldn't even hear what she was asking. Sounds like something in the back.
Just a second. I was trying to mute the mics and see if that was what it was. Are we still getting it? Yeah, it's still. Hold on just a second. Okay. All right. So let me ask the question. Let me try to remember how I asked it. The question again. No, so this new release, because we talked about the sound, it has the Joy Boyz sound, but it has a freshness to it, right? So how does this new release represent where the Joy Boyz are today compared to where you all started?
I think the Joy Boyz sound, when I first entered into the group, there was always that solid traditional quartet sound, and as the years went on, even with personnel changing, the sound remained standard. And I think in today's market, a lot of the quartet music you hear, it kind of goes way out and kind of goes on the contemporary side, and it goes on the hip hop side, and it kind of varies in genre. But Joy Boyz sound, it is definitely relevant for a time right now in quartet, and it's definitely standing the test of time. And our sound hasn't changed. It won't change. It's going to always be the same. Anytime you hear Joy Boyz music, it's going to still have that, as you call it, fresh. It's going to have that tradition. It's going to have that hand clap. Most of all, we want to have the message that reaches the masses to say, hey, we're bringing God to you through music.
Awesome. Donnie, I think you wanted to jump in. Did you wanted to say something?
No, he said everything I was going to say. I think just to add to it, from the time we started, over the years, music and sounds change because the eras change.
Right.
But this sound right here, I think is kind of, it's got a universal click to it. It kind of covers the past and it covers the present, and who knows how much of the future that it's going to cover. So we try to stay relevant, because nothing is constant but change, even in music.
Absolutely. Now, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to play the song. I'm going to play the whole song. Donnie, introduce the song. Let's do that. Keon do it. Let's introduce the song, Keon. We're going to bring it on in. You're on mute, Keon. You're on mute.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm good now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, please give it up as we introduce to some. We pray that all of y'all already have it, but we're going to introduce to some Donnie and Darryl's Joy Boyz single.
Y'all hear my drum roll?
Ready?
Will you be ready?
Thank you.
I feel good about this one, y'all. KG, come on around to this microphone and sing this song. Take your time, baby. Everywhere I go, I want the world to know Jesus. He's coming back. You know that time is, and you better. I want to know for his return. Everywhere, I want the world to know that Jesus, he's coming back again. I want you to know that time is, and you better. I want to know y'all for his return. He's coming like a thief or a robber by night. You better get your house in order and get your heart right. We don't know when he's coming back, but I know he's coming, and that's a fact. I want to know for his return. Everywhere, I want the world. Oh, Jesus, he's coming back again. I want you to know that time is winding up. Anybody know that time is winding up. You better get your house in order, get your heart right, and you better get right, y'all. I wanna know, don't know about you out there, but every day of my life, I'm trying to get ready. If you know that you're ready, you ought to tell somebody. You ought to tell your family. Tell all of your friends. Tell somebody I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yes, I am. I know that I'm ready. Y'all, I'm glad I'm ready. I got my mind made up. I got my heart fixed. I got my bags packed. And I'm ready. Yes, I am. If you know that you're ready, you ought not be ashamed. You ought to tell somebody about the goodness of the Lord. I can't wait till I get there. Does anybody wanna go with me? Anybody wanna go? If you know that you're going, you ought to be a witness. You ought to show some sign. You ought to show some sign. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I am. I know I am. I'm ready. Yes, I am. I got to get over there. I got to get over there. I've been singing.
Have mercy.
Yes.
Have mercy.
Will
I can't wait
you?
to February 15th, dog. I can't wait to February 15th. I'm ready to sing now, dog.
I'm ready. You
I'm
ready?
ready. I'm ready. I'm ready
Ready?
to sing now, dog. I'm ready to sing.
Will you be ready, y'all? By Donnie and Darryl's Joy Boyz. Yes. Will you be ready? Listen, who's doing the lead?
Kenyon.
Kenyon.
Come on, Kenyon.
I'm
You better
trying.
grab it.
I'm trying.
No, live leading ain't got nothing on studio leading. Listen.
It's
You see how
on.
we reacted just by listening to the playback. Just imagine when it's live. The words can't even describe what that feeling feels like.
I can't hold my peace sometimes, Twan. I can't do it sometimes.
Listen, don't hold your peace.
Don't quench the spirit.
Don't
Quench the spirit. You might get hurt.
Guys, listen, y'all did a phenomenal job with Will You Be Ready.
Thank you so much.
Listen, I've been bumping it in my car. I really
Have
have.
mercy.
I've been bumping it, especially it's the drive that gets me, right? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
That I'm ready to get you ready. I with the quickness. That I'm ready to get you ready.
Yes, God. Y'all did.
You telling your age. You telling your age. Long time somebody I've been bumping it.
Wait, I think that's right. Say that again.
I said, age. It's been a long time since I heard somebody use the term bumping it in my car.
I'm a 70s baby.
Oh boy. Say it again.
I'm a 70s baby.
Oh, come on here now. Come on here.
70 was a good year.
What you say? What you say? Ain't nothing
That
like
was
it.
it was a good year.
Absolutely.
And they will never see any more like it.
Yes, God. Yes, God. I think 70 was the best year. So y'all don't inbox me. Nothing is saying y'all year was the best decade and all that. I don't want to hear it. 70.
70, 74 on up to 81 was the best years for me.
Yeah, I would say that. I was born in 77.
You were born in
71.
I was born in
Oh my goodness. Wait a minute now. You were born that's laughable because I was born in 62. So go figure.
Listen,
oh my goodness.
Up on 50 really, really soon.
Oh my goodness. I was in junior high when you were born.
Now you telling your age.
I know, right? God is good. He's preserving us, y'all.
Yeah, that's what's up. That is Yes, God. But listen, I am so excited for you all, and I just want to thank you for joining us tonight. We done talked an hour, y'all. Do you believe it?
I see time flies when you're having fun, right?
Fun.
Yeah,
this has been fun.
I'm so serious. We in the chat, we have Tevin Stewart. He's saying, "Love you, fellas." Joy Boyz.
Reverend.
Tevin is my other lead singer once removed.
All right. Tevin, why you not on here?
Tevin is out in Ohio doing God's work, but he's on stage with us when he can.
Oh, okay.
But he's still a Joy Boy for life.
Yeah. When Tevin ain't with us, he touring with the Temptations.
Yeah.
Wow. And we have Ontario. Rashad is also in the chat. Good evening.
Hey, good evening.
Thank you all so much for joining. Listen, we finna get ready to close out, but before we do, your music has inspired generations. As y'all listen on tonight to their new single, Will You Be Ready? What keeps you encouraged during the difficult season in your life and ministry?
What keeps us encouraged? Is that what you said? What keeps us encouraged?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. What
What
keeps
keeps us encouraged?
you encouraged during those difficult seasons in life and in ministry?
To know that God is still in charge.
Come
I
To
was
on.
know
just
that
gonna say the
to
same
know that
thing.
God is still in charge. Um, we 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 know that everything, that there's a season for everything. There's a season for life. There's a season for death. But we stay encouraged, and we know that this too shall pass. And we know that we're reaching people. We're reaching people that we know that we don't even know. You know, there's some people that have thought about giving up, and we have a song that's called "Too Blessed to Be Stressed," and that was a major hit for us. And we
Yes.
know that we're making a difference in somebody's life that we don't even know about. So that keeps us encouraged.
Anybody else want to add to that?
I'd say there's two Joy Boyz songs that come to mind. Everybody, well, the guys they mainly know in rehearsal, they could usually tell when either the Lord is resting on me or if I'm going through something, because our songs would minister to us in rehearsal. But two songs that keeps me encouraged. Um, One is an instruction: take your burdens to the Lord and leave them there. And the other one is a word of encouragement, and it's a reminder that God will work it out.
Yeah.
Between those two
Yeah.
songs right there, um, those songs, when I say have gotten me through some times when the guys didn't even know, when we didn't have rehearsal, we didn't meet up, and I was just going through, I would have to remind myself that take my burdens to the Lord, but most of all, that God will work it out for you. And I had to make it personal. I got so tired of singing it to everybody else, encouraging everybody else,
Come on.
that when
Come
I
on.
finally needed it, I needed to reach into my own bank and pull that out for myself. So that's what keeps me encouraged, is being reminded of the lyrics, the message, the movement of these songs that we sing, because I just don't want to just sing them just because they sound good. I want to feel them in my personal life.
Amen. Amen. That's powerful. Now, let me ask you this. What advice would you give a young quartet group or gospel artists who look up to the Joy Boys and want to follow a similar path? You know, just as Willie, Neal, and the Mighty Clouds did for you all, what word would you give a younger group?
If it's in your heart, if it's a calling, stay with your calling. Know that every day is not going to be sunshine. There's going to be rain. There's going to be times when you're going to feel like giving up. There's going to be times when you are going to feel like, when you will be talked about. There's times when people will say mean things about you. Keep your eye on the bright and morning star, and keep your eye on your calling. And if you keep your eye on your calling, everything will be all right.
Amen.
And
Amen.
second of all, the last thing that I want to say is to the younger guys: stay humble. Stay humble, because you can't get too big for this thing. I've seen them
Yeah.
go up, and I've seen them come down just as fast as they went up, because they didn't humble themselves, and they thought that they was bigger than the gift. They were bigger than the ministry. They were bigger than quartet. And you got to stay humble in this business, because the lights, the glitz, and the glamour, it's all good when it's shining. But when that dog day comes,
Come on.
ain't nobody
Yeah,
screaming.
it's the same people that you meet on your way up, you're gonna meet on your way
Meet on
down.
your way down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely
So,
stay humble.
and people will boost you up.
Come
People
on.
will talk good about you, but the minute you start to fall, they will turn and run away. You won't get, when the phone calls stop, when your records stop playing, then that's when you really know who is on your side.
Absolutely. Oh, that's some great advice. Great advice. Listen, we have Joe Riley of AM 1490 WMBM in the chat right here in Miami, Florida. He is over the Quartet Corner, and that's the station that I work for, y'all. And let me tell you, we are Black owned for over 30 years, and we're like the only terrestrial radio station that still is quartet friendly. We play quartet music Sunday mornings from 6 a.m. to 12 noon is quartet. And thank you, Mr. Joe Riley, for being in the chat on Quartet Sensations. And Ontario Rashad said, send me your music. And he left his email. So I'm not sure if you all are getting, I'm trying to read the comments all at the same time. I don't know if
I'm getting them. So yeah, I guess you say I'm unofficial graphics and secretary. So
okay.
So I make sure that I catch everything that the other guys don't get and make sure we get it.
Awesome.
I ain't see the comments. I ain't know you had comments.
Oh yeah, we got comments in the chat. So I'm trying to read as I go. Hey OT, how you doing? Listen, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Quartet Sensations. Now, I want y'all to tell everybody where they can download and stream Will You Be Ready, and how they can stay connected with Donnie and Darryl's Joy Boyz for bookings and upcoming appearances. How they can
yes, everybody, you can go on to any digital music platform, whether it be Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, Prime, Google, anywhere that you stream your music. You can even go get it on YouTube. You can listen to it on YouTube. For those YouTube lovers, you can get that there. If you'd like to stay connected with us, we're on all social media platforms at the Joy Boyz or Donnie Darryl Joy Boyz on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I think that's pretty much our social media handles. And then, of course, if you want to get booked, want to book the Joy Boyz, Chris Carr is your man that you need to contact, and follow us on our pages. It's definitely going to be streamed on our pages, all contact information, as well as dates that we have lined up, just in case you might want to kind of sneak in a booking in between those dates. Just give us a call and we'll be more than happy. If not, hey, we look forward to seeing you in a city near you.
Yeah, and I got one question. Will you be ready?
Come on. Will you be ready? Y'all go get it. Download it. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Will you be ready? Y'all are keeping the legacy alive. And I know Darryl is so happy. Pastor Darryl is so happy that everything that he has poured into you all while he did his tenure upon this earth, you are living it out. You are a living legacy to what he has poured into you. And I am just so excited to have you all on Quartet Sensations tonight. And Donnie, Chris, Keon, Tweezer, listen, thank y'all.
Tweezer.
I love you.
That's a whole nother name, Tweezer.
Hey, I take it. I take it. Hey, I get all kinds of different.
I want to say it right.
Friends.
Tweezy.
I was
Tweezy.
Hey, we gonna use that one now. Tweezer.
I'm gonna add another one to the book.
Tweezy, thank you.
You're welcome.
Listen, y'all music continues to uplift, encourage, and prepare our hearts all over this world. And we definitely appreciate you for continuing the ministry and honoring Pastor Darryl's legacy in such a powerful way. Family, make sure you support Donnie and Darryl's Joy Boyz and download their inspiring single, Will You Be Ready? This is Quartet Sensation with your host, Lady Des, where gospel music lives, ministry flows, and the legends keep singing. Thank y'all so much who are joining us in the chat, who was down with us. Tweezer will preach.
Love you.
Tell her over
And
to
Will.
Tweezer will preach.
That's my pastor. That's my pastor, so she know. Yeah, I'm gonna go in.
Yeah, so y'all go get it. Y'all go get it. Thank y'all once again. Good night. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Ready? I'm ready. Oh, I feel good about this one, y'all. KG, come on around to this microphone and sing this song. Take your time, baby. Everywhere I go, I want the world to know Jesus. He's coming back. You know